Now, most of you already know that, of course, the S&P 500 is currently trading at a new 52-week high, which is something that must just show you that majority of the stocks in the US are currently on recovery mode, which is something that is incredible. I mean, even with the Nasdaq is also trading at a new 52-week high, which of course shows you that the tech sector or stocks in the technology sector are also probably doing the same, and that is recovering, which this of course just shows you that most of the stocks that of course were heavily hit of course by high inflation, high interest rate or interest rate hikes are seriously recovering, which is something that is making people to of course see their massive gains into their portfolio. I mean, this is one of the things that is personally even making me to obviously see over 4,000 of gains onto this one stock that I want to talk to you about on this video. There is no way that you can just sit and ignore the kind of gains that we're seeing in most of the companies. I mean, companies like Microsoft, though I'm not investing into this company, although I don't own any shares from this company, they are currently trading at an all-time high. This is one of the companies that is seriously, of course, pushing the indices like the S&P 500, as of course they contribute, or their weight it's quite a lot on that index. So once again, I'll say I'm very excited about the gains that we are seeing, about the recoveries we are seeing in the markets. And as I've said, ladies and gents, there is to me there was this stock that is doing the most out of all my entire stock market portfolio is just this one stock that of course I want to discuss about on this channel, which is currently making me to sit with over 4,000 of profits or 4,000 of gains, which obviously I'm not going to even sell this stock because, ladies and gents, I was sort of like in a good position, or my entry on this stock, it is quite a good entry. Otherwise, before I forget, the house rules, you already know that this video is just an entertainment video and not a professional financial advice video. And I would appreciate if you can just hit the like button if you do enjoy the content that I'll be giving you about the stock that is seeing most gains in my entire stock market portfolio. This is a stock that obviously, like I said, I talk a lot about. So please, if you do enjoy the content, hit the likes button, hit the subscribe button, and once you subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Because on this channel we're all about the stock market. I try to give you latest news or anything that is happening around the stock market that of course will either make or break the stock market. So without wasting any more of your time, the stock that of course I'm currently seeing some good gains or some of course massive recoveries when it comes to the profits I'm generating is none other than SoFi Technologies. Now, SoFi Technologies, those of you that have been following me for some time, you will notice that this is a stock that of course I've been discussing it for almost 2 years. I started buying this stock for like 2 years ago, which obviously I liked the kind of course transitioning that, or the kind of business that they are building. I mean, this is the #1 stop shop for all things relating to digital banking, as of course their system or their platform can enable you to save, borrow, invest, trade and spend, which is something that you would hardly find in traditional banks. So that is the one thing that made me so interested into wanting to come and invest into this company. But I must say, when I started investing or started buying this company, I think it was trading at $17 per stock, which obviously you will know that this company currently has a 52-week low, which is below $4.50, which, looking at the fact that I started buying this company back in almost 2 years ago at $17, how I got to my lower average purchase share price, which I see on the screen, ladies and gents, is currently at $5.73. Well, is I continue dollar cost averaging and loading until I think I got my average per share price in December to around $7 or just over $7.20, which after the Q4 earnings, this stock surged, and of course it resulted in me selling my entire stock market portfolio because I knew that in January or just the beginning of this year, inflation was still very high. The Federal Reserve was still to increase interest rate more aggressively, trying to curb inflation, which resulted in me of course selling my entire holdings after I had seen sort of like a good of course gain of over $1,500, which obviously then I took that money and wait for a good opportunity or a better opportunity to buy this stock or share price at a lower of course average share price, which is why right now my average share price is currently sitting at $5.73. So some people, they might say I started buying SoFi, maybe it's because I've not been buying SoFi for the past 2 years, or I just started buying SoFi probably recently, which is not the case. It's just that I was a bit strategic strategic with how I invest into this stock, which is why, or when I saw the massive gains on, of course, in January, I decided to sell, trying to, of course, get a better entry, which I did. And as seen on the screen, ladies and gents, this $5.73 is currently making me to sit with good gains of over $4,000, which is something that is incredible, right? I mean, my entire holding, I see on the screen, notice that I bought this stock by around $6,000, and right now I'm currently sitting, or the value of my holdings onto SoFi Technology stock is currently sitting at over $10,000, which is something that obviously it is a good thing, right? I currently own 1,046 shares of SoFi Technology, and of course this picture I took it, I think, sometime yesterday. So these are good gains, as I'm saying, and I am not currently in the mood for even trimming this stock a bit, because I believe in its fundamentals and its future prospects. And one thing that has been making SoFi Technology to surge in terms of share price is, of course, the student loan repayment holds, which are expected to resume soon under the debt, or the new debt ceiling deal that President Joe Biden signed, which will enable those that, of course, or which will stop the student repayment holds and make them to resume soon, or very soon, which is something that, of course, you know that SoFi Technologies also have a big, or one of its big segment is student loan refinance, which is, or which will recover when, of course, the student loan repayments resume. So yes, in the midst of course, this surging, or in the midst of us seeing, of course, most stocks recovering in the US, one of the stocks that are personally doing well in my portfolio is SoFi Technologies, because I'm up almost 70% onto this stock, because like I told you, I bought it with around $6,000, and right now my holdings are worth over $10,000, which is making me to be excited. So I just thought I should just give you this quick update as to what are some of my stocks which are doing well in my portfolio. And since so far it's one of the stocks that we discuss a lot on this channel, I just thought maybe I should just share some of these, or maybe give you a glimpse of how my portfolio, especially looking at this stock that, like SoFi Technologies, how is it doing in terms of the gains, or good gains that, of course, I'm witnessing from this stock as the stock continue recovers. I know maybe in a couple of days we might see, of course, this stock taking a breather from the huge gains we've been seeing in the past week or two, because, ladies and gents, this 70% or almost 70% that I'm telling you about, I gained it in like a space of almost 2 weeks, or plus minus 2 weeks, which is something that must just show you how, of course, aggressive this stock, or volatile this stock in terms of surging was, which is something that obviously, even if we are to get a breather, maybe it settles or it drops a bit, it will be acceptable, because it has been rallying for quite some time. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I'd just give you this quick updates. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell, so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And before you buy any stock, do your own due diligence, that at least you can be comfortable when you are investing onto the, of course, any stock in the stock market. Otherwise, there are stocks like Neo, which in my portfolio they are still on a serious red, but thank God for stocks like SoFi, stocks like Twilio, stocks like Crocs, stocks like Sun Power, stocks like, of course, BNB, that are sort of like recovering my US portfolio, which is something that obviously it is a good thing, right? Otherwise, that's all from me, and God bless you all.